Hey everybody, I'm Big Easy and I'm here to help you. Coming to New Orleans, wanting to visit? Stick around, I'm going to give you the things to see while you're here. Alright, first things first. This is not for tourists only. If you're a local and you're going to do a staycation in your own town, this list is for you as well. I know there's a lot of things locals have missed just because they don't think of doing them. Alright, so when you come here, you may be a history buff, a wild partier, or a lover of great cuisine. I've got a little something for each one of you on this list. I can tell you that the things on this list are in no particular order. They vary in scope and style, and it's going to be your individual preference on which ones you like. I think they're all just as important. Number one, take a streetcar ride. Take a ride on these historic New Orleans streetcars. The green ones. The original line dates back to 1835. The green streetcars, as you see them today, first appeared on the line in 1923 and are considered a National Historic Landmark. In so many ways, a ride on the St. Charles streetcar is a ride through history. This doesn't mean to avoid the other lines. I'm a firm believer in getting the Jazzy Pass on the RTA app for $3 a day and using the streetcars as your primary transportation whenever possible. Guidance. So my number two recommendation is to find yourself a tour. I suggest you pick a great tour company. I am here with New Orleans Secrets, and they're going to be able to take care of you in all kinds of different ways. You want a cemetery tour, a foodie experience, follow the trail of ghosts and vampires, or a history of some of the famous New Orleans cocktails. You'll have a great time. This is Mark. Tell us a little bit, Mark, about what they can expect and when they should try to book a tour.
Yeah, so my recommendation is, first of all, a lot of people ask me, when's the best time to come to New Orleans? Yeah, Mardi Gras is fun. We have different seasons, like festivals for like Jazz Fest, etc. But my favorite time in New Orleans, believe it or not, is October. I think October is a great time to come to New Orleans. The temperatures are lower, the crowds aren't quite there yet. There's a lot to do. I think October is my favorite time of the year. Then when it comes to touring, my other recommendation is if you get to New Orleans, you want to do a tour on the first day. First thing. Why? Because you're going to make friends with your tour guide who's a local and they have all the inside scoops on what to do. If you're taking a tour on the last day, you're going to have a list of things you should have done and you're going to go home with regrets. So make sure you
if you want a bucket of regrets, that's how to get them, because they'll tell you all kind of great inside information and you'll have to save it for the next trip when you come. Thanks so much, Mark. We appreciate it. And how can they get in touch with New Orleans Secrets?
Well, we have our Facebook page. We have our own website also, which is nosecretstours.com. Another thing you might want to do, pick up our book. So we have a book we just wrote. It's called Secret New Orleans. This is a great companion to the New Orleans traveler. It's a whole bunch of small vignettes, if you will, on things to do in New Orleans that a lot of New Orleanians don't even know about. So a whole bunch of little secrets here and there. And
we'll leave links below in the comments to get to both New Orleans Secrets and to the book so everybody has a place to find it. Number three, eat a muffilata from Central Grocery or the Napoleon House. There's no better way to take in history than with food, and the muffilata is a great place to start. It was created right here at Central Grocery over 100 years ago and is an iconic piece of the local Italian heritage. You'll be hard-pressed to find another sandwich with the flavor combination that this does. The olive salad, the ham, mortadello, and cheese. Oh, just greasy heaven. Some pro tips are to get here early because the line is known to form. I like to take it to go with a couple of cold beverages and go sit on the river and watch the ships go by. If you want a good sit-down meal, go to Napoleon House. They toast their muffilata until the cheese melts and the bread is crisp. Hang on, I gotta wipe my face, I'm drooling. Number four, take a ride on the riverboat. It's not just a cool song from the 70s. If you're looking for a unique and entertaining event, book yourself a ride on a river cruise. It could be just for sightseeing or a jazz brunch. There are even evening options with amazing live music. You can book on the Natchez, billed as the last authentic steamboat on the Mississippi, or her sister ship, the City of New Orleans, as well as on the Creole Queen or the riverboat Louis Armstrong. The view of the city from the river is just something special that everyone should experience. Number 5, plan a night out of fine dining. The Crescent City is known for its foods, that's no doubt. That's one of the big reasons you're visiting, probably. But not everyone takes advantage of the variety of fine dining restaurants that we have. You could go to a restaurant like Antoine's that's been in continuous operation since the 1840s and was the inventor of Oysters Rockefeller. Or Commander's Palace, which opened in 1893 and has had chefs such as Emeril Lagasse and Paul Prudhomme. A few more modern choices would be restaurants such as August, Dickie Brennan Steakhouse, or G.W. Finn's. The key here is to pick somewhere nice and make sure it's local. There's no need for chain restaurant eating when you visit here. Number 6, finish off dining with a beignet. Now, you can walk and catch one after dinner or make it your first stop in the morning, but no visit to the Big Easy would be complete without having the world-famous beignet and cafe au lait. You can go to Café du Mall, which has been around since 1862, or to a newer location such as Café Beignet. Just don't miss out on this wonderful experience that truly shows you a piece of our history and culture. Number 7, get outside of the French Quarter. The Marigny, areas like the Frenchmen Street corridor with music clubs and restaurants known as the area where locals go. There's the Garden District, known for Commander's Palace, Lafitte Cemetery, and amazing architecture. The Treme, this is the area known as Back of Town, the neighborhood that developed behind the French Quarter and has a lot to offer, starting with St. Louis Cemetery No. 2, the Backstreet Cultural Museum, Congo Square, and so much more. Number 8, visit the World War II Museum. New Orleans has many amazing museums, and if you're a history buff like me, you could get lost for days wandering from one to another. But in my opinion, the crown jewel of them is the National World War II Museum. Founded in 2000 as the National D-Day Museum, it was later designated by the U.S. Congress as America's official National World War II Museum in 2003. They also maintain an affiliation with the Smithsonian Institute. This museum was named the number 3 museum in the United States and number 8th in the world in 2018. It shows you all views of the war from Europe, the Pacific, to what was happening back home, as well as now offering its hotel, restaurant, and cantina. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my top 8 things to do here in the Big Easy. If you can think of other things you think we should do or other lists you'd like to see me compile, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love if you visit the website at www.bigeasylife.org, where you can get all of our latest videos as well as some of our other posts from social media like our daily history vlog. And as always, thanks for being part of our Big Easy Life.